The United States was in a unique position among all the powers involved in World War II. For the last time in its history, it was able to undertake military operations on a global scale, relatively free of the fear of enemy reprisal. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. I have some predictions to make. The economic stimulus package, which Obama is pushing, will pass in some form or another, but it will not go where it is needed. That is, to people like you and me, and the tens of thousands of other people who have lost their jobs recently and who are going to lose their jobs soon. We're talking about people who have received, companies who have received bailout funds, laying off people. Okay? And these same companies, again, are going to get more money. I guarantee it. So, there will be some token opposition from the Republicans, but some kind of stimulus will pass, and it will benefit those who already have, not the have-nots. In this state here, Pennsylvania, there are people who can't even get through on the fucking phone to file for unemployment. And what's going to happen when that fucking system collapses? Because this state is in the red, deep. It's not as bad as California, but every fucking state in this entire fucking country is suffering the same fucking problem. Where is this stimulus money going to go? It's not going to go for the betterment of the economy for everybody. It's going to go to the same fuckers who got it before. And will that prevent them from firing and laying off thousands of fucking workers? No. And will it do anything about unemployment? No. Will it help people who are freezing in their fucking house? No. Will it help people who are getting turned out into the street because they can't pay their fucking mortgage or rent? No. It'll be the same fucking bullshit all over again. Mark my words. I see also that Obama is planning a trip to Canada. Very soon after taking office, making a trip to Canada when this country is in economic crisis only leads me to think one thing, and that is that he is going again to talk about the North American Union and bring this back to center stage. So keep an eye out over the next month or two for little dribs and drabs of information that's going to come out to point in that direction again. Because it's on the fucking agenda. And nothing on the agenda gets put aside. No matter what you think. And for those of you who do not believe that the North American Union is something that's going to happen, you need to go take another fucking look or shut the fuck up. Because it is going to happen, because it's what they want to happen. And that means a unified currency. And if you think that we're suffering economic problems now, imagine how much worse they'll be in the turmoil of a switch over from the dollar to some new currency, whether that be the Amero or something else. Imagine how much fucking chaos there's going to be at that time. So, North American Union brought back to the forefront. Obama's visit to Canada, in my mind, is proof of this. Stimulus package is going to pass. But what's going to happen in the meantime in this country? The economy is going to worsen. More people are going to lose their jobs. The fucking media in this country is going to continue to refer to this as a maybe recession, a probable recession, or maybe even actually a recession, when in fact we're moving closer and closer to a fucking depression. And is there going to be any action at all that is going to benefit families and people who are out of work, being thrown out of their fucking houses because they can't pay their mortgage, who are having their cars repossessed because they can't pay for them, who can't even pay their fucking electricity or their goddamn gas bills to keep them from freezing in the fucking winter? No. It's the same fucking agenda again. So, for all of you who think that Obama is going to be some kind of savior, wake the fuck up. Because it ain't going to happen. Now, I see some people who were released from Guantanamo's detention facility have been paraded before the news in order to show that these people who have been released are going back into terrorist activity. And I guess this is in some way meant to dampen Obama's pledge to close the Guantanamo detention facility. And I imagine that some kind of compromise or some kind of change is going to happen in that department. You wait and see. Again, I reiterate the fact that what he said about Guantanamo and the executive order itself does not address any other secret prisons that the United States has. It only addresses the detention facility at Guantanamo. It doesn't even do anything to change the classification of enemy combatant, which is a totally fucking made up term. And I imagine it's going to stay on there. So, we're going to continue to have people denied basic human rights, basic civil rights. The Constitution is going to continue to be destroyed. The economy is going to continue to tank. The markets are going to continue to go down. Inexplicably, the dollar will remain relatively steady. Interest rates are remaining near zero. Credit is going to remain largely frozen unless you can get a loan for some exorbitant and ridiculous usury rate. There are so many things that could be done to help, but none of them will be done, because that's what we have in this country. It doesn't matter who the individual is that holds the office. The powers that are running things behind the scenes never fucking change. And they never fucking will. So their agenda is the fucking agenda. There is no other fucking agenda. That's it. Thank you. Good night.